Shalom is perhaps the most profound and important spiritual concept in Judaism. The word shalom comes from the verb root l'shalem, which means to complete or to make whole. So the word peace doesn't begin to really touch it, because we use the word peace to mean a cessation of hostilities or an absence of hostilities. But shalom means to make something whole, to make something complete. And so when we wish somebody shalom, or when we ask about their shalom in Hebrew, to ask how you are, you say ma shalomcha, how are you? You're not saying how are you, saying how is your peace? You're asking how is your wholeness, how is everything in your life, how is everything fitting together? So the rabbis have a beautiful statement at the end of the Mishnah, the compendium of statements of the rabbis, that says, God could find no vessel to hold his blessings but peace. That is to say, that a person could have everything. You could have your health, you could have an amazing spouse, you could have an amazing family, you could have a beautiful house, beautiful gardens, you could have a great job, but if you have no peace, then you don't get to enjoy any of it. Without peace, you have nothing. And we all know that from our own experience, that even if everything seems to be going well, but we're churned up inside because of family issues or any other issues, as we know that we really don't get to enjoy any of it. And so peace is an incredible value in many, many areas of our life. Certainly in the area that you might think of, which is the area of the relations between peoples, peace is very important. The Torah says that before you go to war, you always have to make an offer of peace. You have to begin with peace. Peace always comes first. Peace always comes first. And beyond that, probably one of the most important values of peace is in the home itself. We call it shalom bayit, or peace in the home. Because if you're not at peace at home, then you're not going to be at peace in the community. And if the community is not at peace, then the world is not at peace. So really, peace begins really from inside yourself with your own inner struggle, and then extends to your family, and then to the world around you. It's an expanding concept. Once you have peace inside, all of a sudden there's a lot more peace outside. And of course, if there's no peace outside, then it's very difficult to have peace inside. And so peace is an extraordinarily important component of what it means to live a Jewish life, and also it's part of our everyday life. When we greet each other, Shalom Aleichem, peace be with you. And when we, at the end of each prayer, every single prayer ends with a prayer for peace. Because the truth is that everything else before is going to depend on that. It's going to depend on that peace. So I look at what's going on, at this beautiful conference in Karachi, Pakistan, and I want to encourage you in every way to pursue the paths of peace. And it's interesting because we use the expression darchei shalom, or the paths of peace. The truth is, we know that there's not just one path. We don't get to decide as an individual. I don't get to decide what the way is to peace. That's something that we have to decide together. And sometimes that involves listening as much as talking. It says also in the Mishnah that one of the rabbis said, I lived among sages my whole life, and I learned there's nothing better for the soul than silence. There's nothing better than to listen to other people and to understand them, and from there to be able to come to peace. Peace always begins with understanding others, being able to relate to others, and being able to see them in an honest way, and not just as we want to see them. So I wish you great success in Karachi. I pray to the Ribono Shel Olam, to Rabb Alamin, the Master of the world, that you should be the pebble that creates the ripple that reaches the end of the world, and that peace begins in Karachi, Pakistan, and it begins today with you.